I want to be more than Conor McGregor. You know what I mean? The values he represents, it's not the same values I represent. So that's why I think I'm gonna be even bigger than him. Maybe more people knows him, but the way they know him, I don't want anyone to know me that way. At some point, he betrayed all the values that put him in that path. I base my values on what God is teaching us in the Bible, right? So I try to do all the things that he teaches us. I just try to believe in myself, because I always used to say this way, that both fear and faith demand you to believe in something that you never saw, and you choose. And I always choose to believe in things that make me feel happy, that tomorrow is going to be even better than today. I always knew it that my time would come. The only thing I need, it's one punch.
Where does that power come from?
From God. He gives me that power, because of course I work hard. I work very, very hard, and I feel that I don't only work the hard way, I work the smart way also. But I see also many guys working really hard, doing everything that they can, but they don't have this power. So the conclusion is that the power comes from God.
It's from God? Would you accredit your mentality to God too?
Of course. I always knew it. I don't know, I always believed that someday I would share the stages with them, I would share the conversations with them, because I was doing everything that it was in my hands, you know, what I could do. So I always had that faith that those days would come in my life. My goals in the UFC is to stay undefeated, to keep knocking people out. I don't go only in to just win, you know. I fight for the fans. I want to entertain people. I want them to enjoy. Like when I go somewhere, I want people to offer me a great show. That's why I put my money there. So I want to do the same thing to all the fans and be as big as I can. I want to go to the lightweight division now. If the UFC wants me to give me that opportunity, I will become a two-weight class world champion. And I want to keep doing things like that. And outside the cage, I want to motivate and inspire people. I really believe that I can beat the current champion, Islam. I really think that he's a great champion. You can't be a world champion by chance, you know. You have to do things great. He's a beast.
Yeah.
But I like the competition, and I don't like to be a bully and fight with people that I know 100% that I'm gonna whoop his ass. You know, I like to fight with people that the fans think that it's gonna be very competitive. That kind of expectation I like to create. So with Islam, I'm gonna have that. But I have so many things against Islam that he's gonna have some hard time with me. We all know that at some point I will connect that punch, and everything will depend on what God will decide. If he wants to send Islam to sleep or not, who knows that. I can also submit him. To be honest, I always say that I represent the new generation of mixed martial arts. I'm good everywhere. So you can take me everywhere and I'm gonna feel comfortable. They used to say, like, I'm gonna take you to the deep water. I was burned in the deep water.
I think Joe Rogan, he canceled his Kamala Harris interview because of your fight.
I just saw
You saw that clip?
It was so fun.
What do you make of that?
I don't know. It was so fun that someone is not accepting Kamala Harris because he wants to watch my fight against Max Holloway. I love Joe Rogan.
Oh, he dropped him with the left hook.
That's it.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, he's out.
That's it.
That's
Oh,
over.
my goodness. Bro, the first guy to put away Max Holloway.
Yo, he's out. That's how it ends. He hits too
That's
hard.
how good that guy is. Bro, that guy is so legit.
I think it happens even at 55.
To do that to Max, Ilia's a beast, man. He's the f***ing 100% real deal.
You see him against Islam? I mean,
would.
that would be amazing.
Oh,
That's
it'd be
the
amazing.
super fight.
100% it'd be amazing. The guy's a beast.
When you keep clipping legends, legend after legend after legend, you become a legend.
To speak to how big Ilia Topuria is, okay, he goes on the Full Send podcast, and there are people that beg to get on the Full Send podcast, and there are world leaders who kiss the ring to try to get on the Full Send podcast. That's just the truth. These guys can get anybody they want. Ilia Topuria goes on, and Ilia Topuria, for the 8th time, called out Islam Makhachev. What is that about, guys? But there is something highly unusual about Ilia Topuria, who really doesn't miss shots, using these opportunities to stay on Islam. And this is don't forget the overlay, guys. Dana made a comment 4 days ago on Islam, and he said, we have something really special for Islam's next fight. The clearest thing, if you listen to each Topuria interview, and he's made a fan out of me, I do listen to each interview. The only constant is that he doesn't want to fight at 45 anymore. He just wants to be at 155. You can actually bring him any goddamn opponent you want. If you will pay him his money and you will let him weigh 10 pounds more, that's truly, at least as consonant goes, that's the one theme in every interview. So we're in a very interesting place. Topuria is not a fool, ever. Topuria is sharp, always. And he used the media opportunity on one of the great outlets. And he used his time the way he wanted to use it. And it was on Islam, who, by the way, is looking for an opponent. What do we make of that? Those are the clues, detective. You solved the crime. Tell me.
Ilia has superior technique. His punches come straight down the pipe. His hooks are perfect. His distance management is perfect. He's super aggressive. And the consequences of getting hit by him are so grave. That left hook he caught Max with, oh my goodness. Just spun his head around. But he's that way with everything. He's that way with his grappling. He's out with his submissions. He's just really, really f***ing good. And he's the new guard, right? Like every generation comes up with a new guy who's like a new high water mark of technique.
Yeah.
That's where Ilia is. Ilia is fast as fuck. He's not slow at all. He doesn't have any disadvantages. He doesn't have any weaknesses, man. That's the thing. That's why I say he's the new high water mark. There's people that are thinking maybe he's the best pound for pound fighter alive. Like there's a lot of discussion about that online. It's a little premature, especially when John Jones is still out there and there's other elite guys that are still out there. But Islam Makhachev's another one. You know, like it's a real argument that he's the best pound for pound guy alive, but it's close. He might be the best.
Ilia Topuria has a true champion's mindset. He has run through the featherweight division and now seeks to challenge himself by moving up in weight to face one of the pound-for-pound greats, Islam Makhachev. His self-belief is undeniable, and he attributes it all to God. Topuria is rapidly becoming a superstar. If he defeats Islam, he will cement his legacy in the UFC even further, and he's only 28 years old. He is truly something special for fans to witness. One has the power and precision to do it again. It's Ilia Topuria. Hit like on the video if you want to see this legendary matchup, and let me know who you think wins.